Hello world, my name is Brian, and this is my Salisbury Football Manager 22 campaign. When last I left you, we'd just been defeated by Wrexham in the FA Trophy, but we had a substantial lead at the halfway point in the Vanarama National League South. While we were not as dominant in the second half of the year, we did put even more distance between ourselves and second place to clinch the title and achieve promotion to the Vanarama National. Soon enough, I'll take you to the relatively pointless regular season finale, where our left midfielder, Jack Sprong, will try to tie or take the VNL South single season assists record, at least as of since this save started. In non-results updates, our chief scout has decided to retire at the end of the year, so we'll be looking to replace him, though frankly I look to replace all our staff every year, but haven't found much in the way of competent replacements yet. We had another youth intake come in. I was optimistic we might get another reserve player or two out of it, as the head of youth development rated several positions in A, but alas, none of them measured up to Brett Goodship, and we let them all go into that good night. I've since started work on constructing my roster for next year. I've re-signed Al Hamadi and Campton Sturridge, who led the team respectively in rating and goal. Devin Arnold is injured right now, which is suppressing interest in him after a campaign which featured 16 league goals and 15 cup goals, so we might get him to return as our backup striker. I've inked my top three midfielders to an extension and my top center back, as well as acquiring a new center back as well. That leaves spots to fill at both fullbacks positions, defensive midfielder, and goalkeeper. Some of those players in those positions may find their way back to the side, but unfortunately goalkeeper Chichiro Ondunze will not be one of them. We've earned our promotion on the back of absolutely bombing in goals at an absurd rate. 105 so far to be exact, when second place has 62. However, defensively, we actually lead the league in opponents' expected goals against. Teams should have only scored 27 goals against us. Instead, we were tied for 7th in goals allowed, allowing 41 goals in. Game after game, large portions of our team would have ratings in the 7s or 8s, and Odunze would have a rating below 6.5. I wish I could say I had a replacement all lined up already, but I don't yet, though I have been working at it. But that's an issue for me to sort out in the coming days. Now let's see if Jack Sprong can ink his name in a divisional record book. Our regular season finale is against Western Supermare. Positive attitude. We have several injuries, unfortunately. Jack Hickman on the right and Devin Arnold up top. And Ali Al-Hamadi is coming back from a minor injury. He might be able to play, but there's just no reason to risk him. So we'll play Jaden Forrester up top along Campton Sturridge in this one. Just do what the assistant says. Ooh, demanding. We should win this one. Let's do it. Skip the fancy stuff. And we are in blue today, for we are facing a team that has stolen our beloved whites. Schotten is our new center back. Not exactly what I want to see from him. Firing the ball wildly forward to start. So we drop back into our defensive positions. Otse Taiwo, Spencer Adams, Schotten Morris in the back. Bradley Green moving up to play defensive midfielder from his usual spot at center back. Smith, Trevitt, and Spong at left midfielder. Was I calling him Sprong? I hope not. Forrester gets the break, looking to create an opportunity, chips the goalie and the net out the back. And up top is Campton Sturridge and Forrester. Looks like the opponents are playing a 4-2-3-1. I feel it's a bit aggressive, though it is a home game for them. Relative lack of highlights so far. It's totally encouraged. Trevitt has a bruised thigh. He'll probably be able to play through it. And it is not Trevitt who needs to come off with that injury. It is Bailey Spencer Adams, who apparently has a potential lower leg injury. That is unfortunate. Luckily, defensive center back is one position where we are well stocked. We'll bring in Jamie Egan, who's motivated, as opposed to Dickinson, who is not. We will likely sub Trevitt out later in the game. But he can probably give us at least 60. A very, very boring first half. They beat us out in XG, or we beat them out in XG. We are blue today. They are white. Keep going. Work hard as a team. Generic stuff. Kazulakovez. Ooh, that was a mouthful name. Spong, forward to Campton Sturridge. We're looking for Spong to bomb one forward. He is one assist back of the assist record, so 1 assist to tie, 2 assists to break the record. That, it's only a 3-year-old record at this point, but what can you do? Goes back post. Odunze looks like he trots out, but hey, we're going to say he stayed in. No one called him out. And Odunze showing good hands for once. Let's demand more. This is fine, but let's actually break through. Dunze all the way up to Campton Sturridge. Campton Sturridge heads the edge, great space, crosses it. Forrester header. Forrester obviously just not nearly as clinical as either Arnold or Al Hamadi. Bradley Green kicks it up to Trevitt, launches it from deep, squanders it. Had space, should have taken at least another dribble or two. Yeah. Well, it cut away before I could say, yes, please press that guy. Forrester just kind of hands the ball away when he's looking for Spong cutting in. Shot and heads it up to Trevitt, up to Campton Sturridge, back to Bradley Green, up to Smith. Campton Sturridge looking for opportunity, finds an angle. DJ Campton Sturridge with his 42nd goal on the year. He has been a prolific goal scorer for us. Fantastic player. Very happy to have him coming back, even with the step in level. Skip seeing that again. Now we'll press that guy. Yes, do it. Spong here on the corner, so if we can get one of the center backs to head it in, Spong would achieve his goal. But he was offsides on that one, unfortunately. Free kick off of the wall. I haven't yet seen if anyone's adopted the have a player lay down right behind the wall so they can jump strategy in the game. I don't think we're that advanced yet. But it will be amusing to see, because I don't know if the players have a great get up from the pitch animation. Akinola out to, man, they have guys whose names are quite a mouthful. Out to Forrester, dribbles into trouble and just loses it as he tries to split 2 defenders, and he's not qualified to do that. Interesting. I think both Jack Smith and Ryan Trevitt should come off for Cranston. He can only come on for one of them. And it will be Trevitt. And then we will put in Goodship at right wing. He is not at all ready for this. But again, game doesn't matter. We have a lead. Whatever. Let the young kid get his second or third actual game. And there we go. Just classic Odunze. It's a low percentage shot, and I don't know if his reflexes are just too low, what the attribute he's missing is, but I'd like to see Forster threaten more or not have as many guys in the box, but just Odunze just never makes those saves. Not a thing he does. Maybe he's just unlucky, but I'm not going to keep a bad luck charm on the team just because. Akinola to Oze, up to Grubb. Decent job by Morris cutting in to intercept. Free kick for them. They play it across. No one is guarding Ohozoe. I think it's number 3, Morris there. I don't know why players tend to stand there at the top of the box and not cover that open man. We are very good at corners as we prioritize center backs who are reasonably tall, have good jumping reach and heading. Last 10 minutes. Let's encourage the boys. Let's move to an attacking attitude. I'd like to go out this season on a win. 3 minutes of extra time. Odunze will initiate. Up to Forrester. Switch sides. Driving. He is left-footed, so it's going to be an awkward cross. Yeah, that's why he pivots in that. Cranston with a header, but from such distance, Robertson's able to get in front of it. I feel like there must have been an injury to be headed into the 90th +5 on a +3 stoppage time, but I imagine the ref will soon be blowing his whistle and taking us out. Cranston up to Forrester. To Spong, plays it forward. Even the ref wants to see Spong get on the record books, giving him all these opportunities to do so. Morris, and they call it now, which is why, if you saw the bottom left there, I decided to encourage there right after the whistle. That timely. It's a draw. We had a bit better XG. We didn't have. We had our fourth best striker, a guy who's really more of a left winger, playing up top. So that was a bit of a issue in this game. But the boys are relatively motivated and confident. We do have one game left in the season. It is the finals of the Southern League Cup. As I mentioned before, I don't think I should be in that. Probably a database error. But nothing I can do at this point to amend it, as even if I got the in-game editor, I would not be able to edit that. So we're just stuck with it for now. I'd say we're heavy favorites against a team from the Southern Premier Conference. Harrow, I believe, is who we're playing in the finals. Thank you for your time. I will start working through finding replacements and rebuilding the team for next year and our first year in the Vanarama National League. If you have any comments, any suggestions, any thoughts, please leave them somewhere where I can find them. I'd be happy to reply, whether it be in that medium or on video. Thank you very much. Goodbye.